Hello everyone, I am Renow Zero. We are back again talking about Sony Interactive Entertainment laying off roughly 900 staff and entirely closing their London studio. This comes on the heels, of course, Supermassive Games also laying off a third of their staff. This was actually reported yesterday, and we'll go through both of these here as we discuss. Sony Interactive Entertainment has announced they've laid off roughly 900 staff or roughly 8% of their global workforce. The latest rounds of layoffs in the industry affected several of Sony's key internal development studios, including the London studio that was closed entirely. All staff have been laid off. Insomniac Games, of course, is the studio that creates games like Spider Mid and Spider Mid 2 and Spider Mid Miles Morales, who is Miles Morales, and Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart, which Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart was found out to be that it was not a profit, or should I say, it didn't turn a profit until it hit the PC market. And things like Spider Man 2 had a $300 million budget and got beat out by Super Mario Bros. Wonder, as I originally predicted. And there were a lot of Soyny ponies who were saying that Spider Man beat out, Super Mario. Super Mario, as far as the gaming industry is concerned and games entertainment is concerned, is always going to be more popular than Spider Mid. Spider Mid is more better suited for movies, of course, and comics, not so much games, especially in comparison to Super Mario. Super Mario has a long history of dominating the games industry as a whole, being, I believe, the top selling franchise of all time. So if Sony or Soyny and Insomnia Games really thought they were going to take down a juggernaut like Super Mario Brothers, especially coming off the heels of the Super Mario Brothers movie that came out in theaters last year, they were gladly mistaken, considering that the Super Mario Brothers Wonder game sold 11 million units to Spider-Man 2's 10 million units in 2 months. And even niche games, niche games like Super Mario RPG sold 3.1 million units within 2 months or 3 months or so. And that's a very niche title, which I'm glad to see that game did sell as many units as it did, as I anticipate that Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door will do just as well, if not better, than Super Mario RPG, considering it is the spiritual successor to Super Mario RPG. Now we also have Naughty Dog, F Naughty Dog. Of course, they try to get YouTubers banned off YouTube for leaks that were not even discussed by said YouTubers, such as Geeks and Gamers and Ryan Cannell. And honestly, they're not making anything innovative. Last of Us Part 2 was absolute dog shit. It had an 80% drop within the second week of sales. People were absolutely disgusted with the way that the story turned out, killing off one of the main characters in Joel in a terrible way. And all they've been doing as of late is making remakes and remasters of Last of Us Part 1 and now Last of Us Part 2, which I don't know why they expect the sales of Last of Us Part 2 to go up at all, despite the fact that the sales had that drop off and they thought it would help boost the sales of that game, which I'm sure it didn't, considering they have a juggernaut like Final Fantasy VII Rebirth coming out soon and within 2 days. As of the recording of this video, I don't know why they thought they would just throw that out there and get a boost in sales with that dog water of a game. Guerrilla Games, of course, known for their Horizon games, and I believe Killzone as well. And now they're porting all their games to PC. Horizon Forbidden West will be on PC in March with the complete edition. So I don't know why they would be laying people off when they're going to get an even bigger cash flow boost from the PC market that they've not tapped into with pretty much all their exclusives, as Soyny ponies are saying that, oh no, Xbox is going third party when they've been third party for years now, and so has Sony. So you have games like God of War and Spider-Man and Returnal and Death Stranding on PC, as if Sony hasn't been third party for years as well. Firespray I'm not too familiar with, so I don't know anything about that. As mentioned, the layoffs affect their employees across the globe, including their smaller internal studios. Quote, these are incredibly talented people who have been part of our success, and we are very grateful for their contributions. Sony Interactive Entertainment President Jim Ryan said in a statement, even though he was there celebrating how as there was a family in the London studio 5 days ago, and now saying that, oh, you guys are let go now. Screw your livelihoods. However, the industry has changed immensely, and we need to future ready ourselves to set the business up for what lies ahead. We need to deliver on expectations from developers and gamers and continue to propel future technology in gaming. So we took a step back to ensure we are set up to continue bringing the best gaming experiences to the community, which they have now also started getting the PSVR 2 ready to be used for PCs in 2024. So the days of exclusive games are slowly but surely coming to an end, as Supermassive Games also laid off a third of their staff. Supermassive Games has announced they're laying off a sizable portion of their staff, the latest in ongoing industry-wide layoffs and cost-cutting. The developer of horror games like Dark Pictures Anthology and Little Nightmares 3 is reportedly laying off a third of its entire staff, or roughly 90 individuals. Here's the full word from Supermassive Games. It's no secret that the games industry is currently facing significant challenges, and unfortunately, we aren't immune to this. After much deliberation and with deep regret, we are therefore undertaking a reorganization of Supermassive Games. As a result, we are entering into a period of consultation, which we anticipate will result in the loss of some of our colleagues. This is not a decision that's been taken lightly, with many efforts made to avoid this outcome. We are all too aware of how unsettling and difficult this process is going to be for all of our employees, and we'll be working closely with all those involved to ensure the process is conducted as respectfully and compassionately as possible. We're committed to focusing our efforts on our core strengths and upcoming titles to ensure the continued sustainability of the company. And I'm sure these people will get their severance packages as they make their way out of the building and leave behind their life's work, as even as the gaming industry is now the biggest, entertainment industry that's making more money than even the movie industry and completely surpassing them with all the microtransactions, battle pass, season pass, all that always online stuff. Still seem to have people being laid off, even at Soyny. And even last year, Microsoft did lay off 1,900 people during the merger with Activision Blizzard King, which those employees weren't like a huge deal, but it was kind of expected that with the merger that would happen. But nonetheless, it's still terrible that people are getting laid off, and I'm hoping all those people will get on their feet, because I'm sure all these people, even if I have a personal vendetta against Soyny because they've been censoring stuff for years, the people at the bottom who are doing all the hard work obviously have families to feed, and they should be able to feed their families and find new jobs. I believe that they should just instead make their individual studios come together, make a game that they're very passionate about that's separate from this corporate nonsense, and bring their gaming passion to life with something that they feel will be great for gamers at a lower price point with a lower budget. So at the end of the day, it seems like people in the gaming industry, their jobs aren't secure, the jobs aren't safe, as they continue to have more and more layoffs, and we're only in February, so we'll see how much further layoffs will happen going into the coming months of this year. Thank you all for checking out this video. I really do appreciate all the new subscribers, returning subscribers, new viewers, returning viewers. I am trying to do more gaming news content. Lately, I'm gonna continue to try to do that. I've been saying that for months that I want to do that type of stuff, but I want to be more consistent on it, doing my normal content and doing content like this. So if this is your first time on the channel and you like this type of content, be sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll continue to make more content like this. And hit the bell for notifications, set the bell to all. That way you'll get a notification anytime I post a new video or live stream. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.